Am I presenting? All right.
Can we go back on and see what we put down? Or no?
And like what the right answer was?
I don't think so.
Well, she.
All right.
That was definitely not mine.
I'll just go back to graphs. That's exactly right.
See if you guys can do this.
I gotta figure out. I did update it.
Good.
Yeah, I was looking.
I'm going to I don't know.
Good. Put in a fraction. Any fraction minus like another fraction. Or like fraction.
Can we see the ones that
Like plus or minus another fraction.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Why?
Because these are the same questions, but they have random number
I got it.
generators, so you're seeing them essentially.
You know how to do this?
Are those negative? No.
But what's
The lower.
I know the lower.
Wait, what is this?
So,
What is
the
that?
0, 1.
do like
This is the normal distribution practice. The questions from the test came from this, so
I need to like.
they're identical questions.
I
It
did not
says
get
that my
that.
grade has stayed the
It
same.
simplifies it.
I got it right.
Have you retaken it?
Well, my grade is not.
But it does like
that.
everything.
There's no way.
Are you gonna retake the test?
Okay, but can you look over like my
Will.
thing?
What is?
Because
Not right
I.
now.
What is?
Well, I mean, like when you get a chance, because I knew how to do everything on
See
there.
this?
I
Well, you-
guarantee there's one
You
that's
didn't.
to the
Yeah.
fourth place.
Yeah, same here.
Then let's make sure you can get it right so that you can get a better grade.
Like, I feel like my grade's not like accurate. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I like,
I don't know.
I was fine with everything What? that we did, like, and I did
That's what I
everything in
did.
class.
I probably missed like one. Like, I feel like.
Well, you got scored by the program, so
Would you put it in?
why don't you guys try to get answers for these and see if you get them right?
I just got it right. In your
Oh,
upper.
yeah, for example,
Lower and higher, and 0 and 1.
How do we do question
Oh,
one?
wait a minute.
Did you put negative?
What?
Oh, I'm not used to this.
Oh.
Roblox?
What do we do?
The lower is 0.36.
Normal.
Yeah,
The upper is
0.46.
negative 0.36.
And then
Andrew, I
the
Up
mean
there, mine
is
sounds like
0,
something.
0, and 1.
Yes.
It's not like
Second
you're.
part.
Ask mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't have that.
No, Andrew.
You will.
Andrew, extra copy.
Do I need this one?
Do you guys know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Did you get that answer?
Yeah.
Anybody not get it?
Well,
What's playing 20?
Will's playing Legend of Zelda.
No.
He get that too. He does that though.
Are we okay with question one?
Yeah.
All right, now because of Z, it says Z, you know you're gonna do 0 and 1 for the mean and standard deviation. Okay, for Z scores less than some cutoff, we want the probability to be 0.5988.
So this is inverse?
That is inverse.
No, we'll have to.
What do you put?
So the area would be the 0.5.
Yep,
You use 0 and 1 again?
it says Z, doesn't it?
Oh.
I wasn't trying to.
Andrew, are you serious?
New cereal.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, that's the one I definitely missed out on the test.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you get it right now?
I got it now though.
Does that make sense to you? Will we get it right
Oh, it
again?
makes sense.
Anybody not getting this one? We're good?
We're golden.
Okay, good.
So greedy.
How about this one? Now they're talking about above a certain cutoff, the probability is 0.06.
1.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Minus that.
Yeah, 1 minus that is going to be your area to the left.
Can you like put this in for your area and then do 1 minus your answer?
I think in area, you can say 1 minus 0.0613 and it will calculate it for you.
I got an error when I did
Oh, I
that.
forgot the number.
You might, with the updated software, it might work. I don't know. You can try it.
I don't think I did.
I got
Oh,
the
she
answer.
does it.
Did you put in 1 minus?
Yeah.
Okay, so depending on how modern your operating
Mine
system
says
is.
negative.
I love that I can do this now.
Did you put in 1 minus 0.0613?
No.
What?
Wait.
I did not.
I
do
got
that.
2.54
That's what I got.
Wrong.
when I did the 1 minus.
That's what I got too.
I did 1 minus, then I did the inverse one because
If I do that, then I get
So you
So
did the 1
1
minus and
One
then you
minus
did inverse normal?
0.0613.
Yeah.
You can use that as your area.
So what is 1 minus this?
0.937,
So then use 0.937.
comma 0, comma 1.
Yeah.
I just like put it in and I got the answer like without having to subtract anything.
Oh, I got it.
Let me try this.
Never breathe.
How'd you?
Had you not subtract anything, you still get the answer.
I don't know. I just did. I
She's
got
built
You
different.
get it, but it's negative.
yeah
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see.
negative 1.543.
Well, I could fix it.
It's going to have to be positive.
Yeah, that's just positive, but I didn't. But if you subtract 1, you get, or if you 1 minus that, you get a difference.
1 minus 0.0613.
Yeah.
And then you put that in as the area and 0 and 1. You guys are getting this or not?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Who is it?
No, I'm good on this one. It's coming out like that.
So because it said Z, for Z scores above the threshold, C, the probability is this. That means when you shade it, it's I don't know, whatever it was 0 and 1, right? So theirs is shaded over here to the right. We need this area to the left. Whatever. So they gave us something over here. We need to subtract 1 from 1 to get this on the left. And then we want to find the cutoff. So you're good on this?
Here.
Okay. How about this one? Fruits weights are normally distributed, mean of 788, standard deviation of 20. What's the probability that it will weigh between 723 and 748?
Is 723 the lower then?
Yep.
What do you do?
No, she-
Oh, yeah. It's too easy.
You got it?
Yeah, not yet.
Oh,
So there's normal CDF. 723 is the lower, 748 is the upper. The mean is 788 and the standard deviation is 20. You guys get this answer?
Yeah.
One thing that you guys should put in your notes and keep with you is something like this. So if you have an X value or a Z score and they want you to find the probability to the left, you're going to use the normal CDF. If they give you a probability and they want to know the cutoff, you're going to use the inverse normal. So if you're kind of confused about which one to use, you may want to have this little graphic with you. So if they say, like P of, X is equal to 113, what's the probability? They give you the X, but you want to find P, so you're going to use the normal CDF. If they say P of some unknown X is 0.06, then you have the probability. You want the value. So you're going to use the inverse normal. Does that make sense? Good. You need to see this for a minute? All
Are
right.
we ever gonna get to go over the actual test?
We're doing it right now. These are the same questions.
We're gonna get different questions on the retake anyways.
The numbers are randomly generated. Every time you get it, it'll be different numbers, but the questions are pulled directly from these assignments. So like if I hit this is like what you'll get on the test.
Yeah, because I remember some of this stuff, but not all of it was on there.
The numbers will, no, some of the questions were not on the test, but all the test questions came from you.
I got what I got.
How about this one? First off, what are we going to use, normal CDF or inverse normal?
Inverse normal.
Yeah, because they tell you 1% is the probability to the left, and you want to know the cutoff in years.
Which one was on the test?
Yeah, they'll just change the numbers. Basically, I didn't do the multi-part ones, so.
There was one on there, and I'll have to look.
We'll probably get to it.
You know what? I think I probably gave that to like a ton of decimal places.
It's usually pretty, yeah, I don't know. It's usually
Because
pretty,
we had that one on the test, and I did the same thing, and I'm pretty sure it might be all wrong.
Wait, would you put the 1% in as 0.1?
0.01.
Yeah, I did point.
You haven't got there yet.
Oh, I put my other one.
How do we know how many decimals?
It says 1 decimal place,
Not all of them tell you though.
I didn't even see that.
right?
That's why I'm like worried.
I just put the full answer in, so.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
did.
when I was doing it on the homework, that's what I did, and if I got it right, I got it right.
Yeah.
And they're the same questions, so. I mean, their program is the same script that generates the question and grades it. Did we get this?
So are we like retaking this today after we go over this? Do it
I thought next class.
next class?
Yeah. Is that good? Next class, we take it?
Yeah.
So then should I just take mine for the first time next class?
You can take it whenever.
Do I need to?
You don't have to.
Take it before the break.
Yeah, it's optional, you guys. You don't have to take it.
I like need to retake it, but I don't know if I'm gonna.
Alright.
Then will you be remote?
This is the same thing.
Well, I might be gone because I have a college visit, so I don't like think.
Then can you schedule it just sometime before break? You're gonna have to.
Yeah. I might. Well, I guess I can't take on.
No, you can. It'll be online, so
What can I like just take it like online, or do I have to be in the class?
no, you can take it.
I can.
Yeah.
So then I'll just do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Did you guys get the answer here?
Mm-hmm.
We're okay?
Yeah.
Anybody having trouble?
We just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do this one because I wasn't doing multi-part, like where you gotta read a bunch. Did we do this one?
No.
I didn't think so. Probably not that. Oh yeah,
We
we
did
did.
that
We
one,
did do
yeah.
that one.
That
Yeah.
was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Can we still do it, please?
Yes. All right. A man against other men Other men have a mean number of 69.2 and a standard deviation of 2.64. And for women, the average is this and the standard deviation is that. The man is 6 feet 3 inches, so what is that in inches?
72,
75.
75, right? So we're going to take, it's up on the board, his value minus the mean, 75 minus 69.2. And make sure on your calculator you don't do divided by 2.64, the standard deviation, because that will only divide the 69.2 by that. You need it to go on the whole difference, right? You got to do it like that.
Wait, how tall is the woman? 5'11".
5'11", yeah.
What was the answer to this?
Yeah, whatever I had here before. That's what I had before, and it took it.
2.19.
Yeah, it took it. It said the 2 decimal places, though, but so that should be 2.20. Is that good?
If we put 2.197 on there and it marks wrong, you're gonna fix it, right?
Well, I've already
He's already done that.
done it, and we got it right. So
Right.
yes,
Even though it says 2.2.
correct. So that means the question is programmed to take all answers that round to this. All right. Did you get this for the woman?
Yes.
And so, who is taller relative to their group? Who has?
Definitely the woman.
Yeah, the woman is more standard deviations higher than the mean than the man is, even though she's shorter than the man. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good, good. Did we do one of
We
these?
did not do one of those.
No.
No?
The Lord.
They're hard.
Oh, they shouldn't be.
No, I thought those were easier.
All right, calm
I
down.
thought those were easier than others.
Let's do this one. Oh, yeah.
Mean 150, standard deviation 5. Find the
Oh, that was
z-score.
on
This is one. No.
there. Oh, just find z-score, so.
So that same formula on the board.
1.5 minus 150.
Yep.
-1.
Negative 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that could be negative. Wait, how'd you get this?
So notice one standard deviation is 5, right? Well, how many steps of 5 do I have to go left of the mean to get to 145? Well, just one step lower, right? So it's -1. So you have one standard deviation below. That's what it means.
Yeah, but these are nice numbers.
They are nice numbers. But even if the standard deviation was 2, 2 would take me down 4. So it's going to be 2.5. Like you can kind of just intuitively tell.
The one, wait, what's the next one?
Let's see.
Wait, did we skip the one that was like, if you're like 5 standard deviations above the mean, and then you have to like add that many?
That should be on here.
Yeah, so the 5 standard deviations is the Z, and then you just like fill in the other.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I still did it right, but I don't know.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Are we good?
Yes.
Do you have a question, Priscilla? You sure?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they know how to do this.
The mean is 0, standard deviation is 1, so we're going to use the standard z. The probability of z-scores above some number is 0.3878. So how are we going to find that cutoff value?
Inverse.
Inverse.
Base always a hundred.
What's the area?
We have to subtract it by 1.
Yes. So 1 minus this for the area. Does that make sense?
387, yeah.
Because it's the z-scores are above, that means this probability is to the right. We want it to the left for our calculators.
What do you call it? The greater than sign is towards the C, would you just use normal C? No, you
Yeah,
use
you
the-
use the inverse normal, but you'd use this number for the area. You want to do 1 minus that. Yeah, that's good. Write down some notes to help you guys, so
I'm gonna do that.
there you go. So I would be writing things like, so P, Z less than some value, and they give you, 0.2, then you're gonna do inverse norm, 0.2,
But that's inverse norm that way?
They're
Yeah.
both inverse norm, it just depends which way the greater than sinus.
If it's worth the z, that's when you subtract.
Because it wants, it's the greater than, it's like greater than z, so it wants the like greater number to go.
so that'd be 0.8, right? Does that make sense? And if they say that if you do something like this,
It's like,
a P of, I don't know. If they give you a number here, if like the value is 142, and they want to know the probability, you would use the CDF. Just be careful if they say probability above that value or below. You just might have to use your answer or 1 minus that answer. Are we good on this one? I think several people missed this one. I think they were getting negative values before. All right, normally distributed test scores, mean of 110, standard deviation of 25. What test score is 0.9 standard deviations? That means 0.9 of 25. And they're saying below. So we're going to take 0.9 of 25, and we're going to take that away from the mean because of below.
Wait, what?
25.5.
Treat 0.9 as your z-score, right? So don't use the top equation where you want to find the z-score. Well, you can. That's perfectly fine. It's just rewritten below that x equals mu plus z sigma.
Goes 110 plus.
It'll be minus 0.9.
Huh?
It'll be minus.
So you're gonna multiply the.
I can't listen when you're talking. I'm just straight now.
I'll write it. Plus your z-score is minus 0.9 because they say below. They want below. So you do that.
time is back to my drive.
Yep.
Can you go back to the question? Do like,
So if there's above, you wouldn't have to put minus.
Right, right. It'd be addition. Because you want a number bigger than the mean then.
I still think that.
110 minus 0.9 times 25.
Yeah.
We okay?
No, I'm still not doing it right. I think I did it right, but now I'm like. Okay, wait.
That's all you have to do.
Is that times negative 0.9 or minus negative 0.9?
Minus.
Minus.
What?
110 minus 0.9 times 25.
If you need help later, you
I
can.
think it's because I hit enter, that's why. I have no idea.
All right, this one's a multi-point. I don't think we did that. How about this one?
I definitely got that one wrong.
Yeah, people were getting this one wrong. All right, mean 0, standard deviation 1, 81st percentile. So you want 81.81 to the left, right? Yeah, inverse.
Inverse norm?
Yep, because they gave you the probabilities. Did you get it?
Did you put the 81? Oh, top.
0.81 for the area, and then 0 and 1 for the mean and standard deviation. Are we good?
So it's 0.81 and then 0 and 1.
Yeah, using inverse normal.
I think I just confused people because it says like 81st percentile, which makes you think at the top. 81%.
Yeah, the area you want to enter is below the
Yeah.
mark, so you're going to enter in the 0.81. Are you not getting it, Aaron? Are you getting this?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Anybody not getting this?
I got that one.
Okay. Did we do this one? I don't
No.
think so. I doubt we did that one. How about this one? Mean 183.9, standard deviation 3.5. Find the probability that a randomly selected tree is greater than
I don't think we did this one.
193.
Yes.
Yes? So what's my lower bound? No, it's
Lower is.
The lower is 190.
yes, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they want greater than this. So we'll start at 193, and what's the upper? Yeah, something big. Then you know the mean and the standard deviation. Should get a probability of 0.0047.
0.0047.
Good. Are we good? Did we do these?
No, I don't think so.
0.047. Maybe we should.
It should be fine. The mean is 63. The standard deviation is 12. For scores below 52, you would go from negative 9999 to 52. For scores above 65, you would do from 65 to 99999. And for between 52 and 65, you just put 52 as your lower, 65 as your upper. Does that make sense?
No.
Wait, for the 52 one.
You'd go to negative 99999 as your lower, and then 52 is your upper. For the next one, you'd start at 65 and go to 99999. And then the last one, you just do 52 to 65. Are we good on these? Need time? All right. That should be most of the normal ones. Let's see the binomial.
Yeah, the binomial stuff, yeah. Look at that.
All right, is this a probability distribution?
No.
Good job.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because you saw the
Does
answer.
it have-
You got to add them up. If any of these,
Five on that.
if any of these values is over 1, it's not.
0.95.
If any of these values is negative, it's not.
Oh, hold on.
So if this was like 1.3,
Mhm.
it could not be.
Oh, so it has to be exactly
It has
one.
to add up to one.
They all have to
If
add
it adds
to,
up to one, then it is, but if it doesn't,
it has to add to 1, and there can be no negatives.
To be a probability?
Distribution, yeah,
Yeah, that's,
So it's not because it's 0.95.
exactly correct.
correct.
It can be 0.9999, just,
Correct. Is that good? All right, defect rate of
That is
1%, 4 items, so trial number is 4. What's the probability that you'll have at least 1 defect?
So it's a C. Binomial C.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh, I hate it.
so we have 4,
what does
right?
the P mean again?
Probability, like the 1%.
Oh, the percentage. Wait, what was the percentage?
1%,
What was
right?
the trials?
0.1?
4.
0.01.
4 trials.
wait, it was 4 trials.
Yeah, 4 trials, 1% defect rate. What is the probability that you'll have at least 1 defect?
0? Is it X value?
What's that?
Isn't it one?
The X value? You can do this in a number of ways.
Well, it's at least 1, so don't you do the.
Yeah, you can find the probability that you have no defects and take 1 minus that. So it's going to be a large.
Can you go back to the question?
What do you
So
put
would you
in
put that
for
for the-
P?
Oh, so that
0.01.
Okay, subtract 1 from that.
What about X value?
At least where you put 3 to 19.
Well, that's what I was explaining.
To subtract it.
Yeah.
For the
Well,
X
not
value,
30, or, like,
you wanna-
number above
you
1.
want to have the sum of the probabilities for 1 defect, 2 defects, 3 defects, and 4 defects. What you could, they're all going to add up to 1, for 100%. So if you just calculate the binomial PDF or CDF for 0, you'll get this number. So the rest of it must be 1 minus this number. So 1 minus 0.961 should give you 0.039. Does that make sense?
I see, I did PDF.
You can do PDF if it's just 1, because all you were looking at was 0, right?
It doesn't work.
You can do binomial PDF or CDF. 0 is your X value. 4 is N. 0.01 is P.
What's this?
4 is trials, right?
Yeah,
And then 0.01,
for the P, yeah.
and then X value
0.
is 0.
That'll calculate like about this number, 0.961. You want to do 1 minus that because you don't want 0 defects. You want maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 defects. You want that. So 1 minus this will give you the rest of it. Does that make sense? Questions on that one?
I'm gonna try using PDFs.
It'll be the same. The CDF sums up to that number. The PDF just gives you that one value. And since there's only one value, the CDF and the PDF will give the same in this case. All right, a poll is given showing people are half and half in favor of a new building project. That means your p-value is 0.5. 8 people are checked. What's the probability that exactly 2 of them favor?
You do PDF here?
Yep.
Wait,
Oh my god.
So if it gives you a number like 2, you don't have to subtract it from anything?
Whoa, we're learning.
If it says exactly 2, you use the PDF. Yeah.
so. What do you put in your calculator?
You use the binomial PDF. You have 8 trials.
Okay.
0.5 is your chance of success, and 2 is your number of successes. Are we good? I don't think you had to do that, did you?
No.
All you would do is do the PDF repeatedly. N is 5, P is this. Do it for 0, do it for 1, do it for 2, and you just fill out the table. These should all add to 1. Right, seed is planted, 95% chance of growing into a healthy plant. So notice 95% goes with healthy plant. 8 seeds are planted. What is the probability that exactly 2 don't grow? So how many
Very small.
how many do grow?
6.
Like 99.
Yeah,
0.999 something.
But then. So it'd be 5%.
Wait, what?
It'd be 5%. maybe.
Oh, see, this is
0.5.
where,
Wait a minute, how'd you get that?
Because
90
if there's a 95% chance that they do grow,
Do grow,
1%
you're
that
saying
they
don't
don't
grow.
grow.
So you
Oh.
have to do 0.05.
You can you can either do 5% and use 2, or you can use 95% and use 6 haven't grown. They just have to go with each other.
so far.
About 5%, yeah.
Oh, I never put that one.
Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Just make sure that X, so like the plant's not growing, goes with the probability. This didn't. This went with growing, while X went with not growing. So you had to change one of them to make them consistent. Are we okay on that one?
Mhm.
Questions? Did we do this one?
No.
All right, 8 children, 50-50. What is the probability that the Jones family had at least 5 girls? Yeah. So I'm going to show you on this one. We have 8. Chance was 50. So let's say we're talking about that was girls, right? So at least 5 girls. We want. So on your calculator, if you did the CDF up to 4, it would. Yours does less than or equal to. So I had to put in 5. But if you put in 4, your CDF would give you this. But we want 5, 6, 7, or 8. We want that number. So you can do the CDF up to 4 and subtract that from 1, and you should get that probability.
0.36.
Is that what it is? Good. And this is the complement, right? At most 4 girls. Well, that's that. So we already know it. Is that okay?
Yes.
So just be careful with the at least and at most. All right, is this a probability distribution?
Wait, can it be over one?
No.
There's a no. Wait.
It's a no?
I got 1 point.
I got 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I got.
1908 614.
Something's not right.
Oh, you got a little .001. Where the heck did that come from?
This is what happened on my test.
Well, yeah, we'll throw,
No,
we will.
correctly.
If that one's on the test, we'll have to throw that one out.
But it's not.
This is not a probability distribution.
That's what I'm saying.
You click no.
But yeah, the answer said yes, so
So it's can.
yes, this one's busted. Was that on the test?
I think so.
Maybe.
Number.
Genetic condition?
I was with 5 points too. That's why.
Well,
That was a 10 point.
I can just flip that score then, if you got it correct, but it graded you wrong. Did we do this one? I don't think so. It was too confusing.
Did
No.
not do that one, I think, is it?
Uh,
I don't think we did that one either.
okay.
I don't think we did anything with horns.
Thank God.
Not this one?
I don't think so.
Should we do it anyways? Okay, flights from Denver to Atlanta are on time 80% of the time, so chance of success is 0.8. Suppose 6 flights are randomly selected and the number of on-time flights is recorded. What's the probability that at least 3 flights are on time? So it's the CDF up to what do I want to remove from 100%?
Is it 98%? Yeah.
What did you do?
I was.
Shut up. What did you do?
Oh. 6.8 and then 2.
You did
And
the
I just
CDF up to
subtracted it.
2, yeah.
CDF and then I just subtracted it.
So basically you counted every flight number except for 0, 1, and 2.
Yeah, I did 0.
Was it 6.8 and then
I did 2.
3.2?
Is it below 3? I don't know. I hate those.
It's simple.
It's dumb.
It's not done. 6 flights, okay? Just think of what this looks like. 6 flights, 80% chance, right?
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah.
They want to know what's the probability that at least 3 flights are on time. So 3 would be good, 4, 5, and 6 are all good. That means I just want to remove 0, 1, and 2. So if I do my CDF up to 2, I will get this. And 1 minus that leaves me with the other side.
Damn.
I would really,
Let's take that one out too.
I think that one wasn't on there. But if you had that, you know,
But if it is on the test, I'd take it off.
so if you have 6 trials, right?
Yeah.
Just know, and they said at least 3. That means 3 is good, 4 is good, 5 is good, 6 is good. Not 2, 1, or 0. So I can do the CDF up to 2 and say 1 minus that probability. And that'll give me this. Does that make sense? I would recommend doing something kind of like that. Do some sort of visual thing to help you realize, oh, I want these ones. So if I do the CDF up to here and do 1 minus that, I'll be left with just what that is. Does that help? Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Retake next class.
Oh, yeah. So,
Are you guys going to crush it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sir.
Good.
Brady is.
I'm gonna start getting into Call it a day. What do you say? Friday.
Yeah, I feel like we did a lot.
We poured our hearts into this one.
Do you want me to duplicate these so you can do them again?
Like for practice.
Just for practice.
Yeah.
Everyone, like,
Can you go through them?
generate a new
Yeah, we can
question.
just generate a new question.
Okay, yeah, then just do that, yeah. Well, are you limited on number of attempts?
No. Well, it's like,
We'll just generate
it's a
new
lot of
questions.
attempts before.
See, Jordan knows.
And if you run out of attempts for the one question, you can just generate a new one and it'll give you all the attempts back.
We just put.
Oh, I just wanna know which ones I got wrong.
Well, on that one, I'm sure the Z-score one.
I'm on my socks out.
Did you figure that out, Emma?
Had those out.
Yeah.
These now. I'm on socks. All I got is done.
I know I missed like at least
Well, I
two.
Kids clothes.
And candy and everything.
Interlinked.
Two and a
They're
half.
discussing.
Yeah, those good. For these? This one's trash.
Cause I'm only 13
Yeah.
questions.
This
You
one.
think
is-
that's
no,
good?
there wasn't any other flavors.
Okay,
What's the
can't
best one?
control kids.
I like the red one. Let's go red though.
Like, you
Alright,
can't,
what's like the other one?
I've only found 3 flavors. This
Oh,
one,
but
another
like,
blue one,
translate,
and then a red
like,
one.
my
I like the red
neighbor
one
says-
best.
Like
No,
my
I
chances
don't
of the
know.
kid size.
It's alright. It's just like a weird explanation.
Ooh, ooh, boo, boo, boo.
Let's smell
I mean, I'm not trying to drop like $3, so I don't agree. Yeah, I wouldn't like
it. It smells funky. And it tastes funky.
That's like 2 blueberry. Yeah.
It tastes like blueberry aftertaste. I don't like it.
Is that? Caffeine in it?
Mr. Sotelo.
Yeah.
Are you good with
It's like
like
200
pre-cal?
milligrams.
Okay.
I got a question for you. Well, I'm just making sure.
Yes.
So we had to do
Well,
like a
it's 100.
worksheet and the answers aren't online, so you know I had to do it.
Uh-oh.
Can you see if I like did it right?
We're pretty. I don't know. What?
Bought one of those to the green because it got through up.
I don't like this one. I like the red one though.
You should try drinking
I got,
straight
like-
monster.
I'd rather drink Bay.
Maybe it's just because I got like the straight, like the original. Like,
No, it is too much. Grain.
The green one?
No, it's like a,
Grain.
it looks like lemonade almost.
So,
It's just the original.
In a can?
Brady, we have rain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. That's like 5 cups of coffee.
Why is it called rain?
It's like
Might be rain.
because the sweat drips from your face. And it's like rain.
I,
R-E-I-N.
Yeah.
oh,
REIGN.
you got a question?
Yeah, I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
Monster's good. I like rain.
I don't necessarily have a question, I just need to know if I'm doing it right.
Okay.
We had
You
to,
gave it to me once. I drank half the can.
I think, find the zeros and factor it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
That's too
so,
much.
I don't know, they're all the same, I guess, but
Okay.
Yeah, my
I don't
brother's
know if I
big into
did it right necessarily.
So, like 2, you had
Wanna try bang?
x cubed minus 8, x squared,
Mhm.
17x minus 6.
Yeah,
And so you tried
I used to
3
get them a lot when I worked, but I don't get
because
them a
you
lot now.
checked the factors of.
yeah, I graphed them.
Okay. And you,
Yeah,
that helped you figure
crossed,
out.
yeah.
So you knew
Right,
x equals 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
You tried that. So you did your synthetic.
Mine is this one.
And then you found that the remainder was 0.
Yeah,
And after you did all that, you got 1, is that a -5?
Yeah.
A 2 and the remainder was 0.
Mhm.
So that means you have x squared minus 5x plus 2, right?
And then we had a factor,
Yeah,
which
I don't think that's correct.
yeah, I don't think it is either. I don't
I go to the bathroom.
know
Yes.
how to factor apparently.
So that one's going to be tough because you would need two numbers that multiply to 2 but add to -5. So that's probably going to be irrational. So just use your, like you said, it equals 0. Solve it with the quadratic formula. So that was,
Yeah.
remember that?
And then the zeros I get from that would be
I guess
my
we'll just do it this way. I forget how we did it last year.
I just put it in my calculator now.
Oh,
I know how to do it though.
Okay,
So when I get like the two answers, that would be in my factor then.
yeah, let me just
Okay.
get those for you. That would be 5 over 2 plus or minus 25 minus 8
Oh, I got
over 2.
It's casually on YouTube.
So you take out 5, you get 20, take out another 3,
That's
so 17.
It's coming out. Avatar 2 next year.
Root
Oh,
17,
yeah.
Which people are there?
The Space Jam 2, the blue Avatar.
right?
Oh, I know. I wish that.
X equals that.
Actually, like that.
Well, just like this one, you write the factor, you bring it over to the other side,
Not the last year.
and that's your factor. So I could break, this is equivalently x minus 3 times that.
Oh, did it?
I think they went out, came out.
Can you watch it?
Can you watch it?
Why is it
And
on,
this
like,
is
Netflix? Cool, change.
X minus 3,
Oh,
and then you can bring these over.
Yes.
You have x, if I subtract this from both sides, you get minus 5 halves minus root 17 over 2. That's one of them. And you also get minus 5 halves plus root 17 over 2. Those are your other two.
Okay.
So you just sort of subtract them. So minus 5 halves.
What's your favorite?
This is still minus, but this one changes.
The one you
And that's the factorized.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, but for the ones like, I didn't get a remainder for that one. I don't know if it's because I didn't divide by the right 0, but I did not know what to do next.
So let me just write it out.
I like Bang better. Rain's too much.
What bang flavor is your favorite? I heard Cotton Candy is good. That's the only one I
All right, so you're looking at plus or minus 8 for 2 and 1.
That's what.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna.
It's good for the factors of.
Mhm.
And you tried -1,
It crossed there on the graph.
it
So,
seemed to.
yeah,
Um,
Well, I'm gonna get Kickstarter, but I decided.
that was the only spot it crossed at actually, besides on the
So-
y-axis.
so if I put in 1, I get 1 minus 1, that's 0. Minus 6 times 1, which is minus 6. Plus 4, and minus 8. So that does not, that's not a 0. Oh, but you tried minus 1.
Yeah.
So this would be 1, minus a minus 1, so that's plus 1. Minus 6, minus 4, minus 8. If you put a minus 1. So that's 2. That's not going to come out right.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't cross that minus 1.
Yeah, I gotta look for pizza.
Everyone else just like starving, or is it?
You'll try 2,
I'll see.
or we could just graph it and try to see where,
Get a sticker.
where
Yeah,
it
I mean,
looks
I
like
did
it goes.
graph it. Here, I'll grab my measure.
All right, you might have graphed the wrong thing.
Look at this.
I'll get you one when you go.
What's up?
Look at this.
I'll wait till Saturday or Monday.
What'd you get?
That would be.
Oh, yeah.
Getting food or
You're cheap.
It's coming together.
it's kind of weird.
I'm gonna check my.
Oh, that's weird. It crossed at 3.
You might have entered something slightly wrong.
Yeah, I still don't. X to the fourth minus X to the third minus 6x.
Also, if you
squared.
type it into here, it will probably give you the answer somewhere.
I just saw this.
It gives you the roots. Two of them are going to be complex, apparently.
I'm looking at.
So you could say factor.
We changed in the locker room after.
It felt so weird. We took a shower and just showed the mouse.
And
Did you really?
Oh,
Yeah, take a shower.
I swear I hadn't seen.
Is there anything changed?
I saw her poster.
It looked the same.
Is
I
it
guess
dirty as shit, or-
It
kind
looked
of
the
does
same.
that.
It wasn't like cleaned or anything.
I thought it would do
It looked
better.
the same as it was.
Yeah, at 3,
Everywhere?
Like
maybe minus 2,
No.
probably 3.
It's not quite
I mean,
minus
everything was
3.
wiped down, but like
Okay.
the floor looked the same. Everything.
So yeah, just try 3 then.
Okay.
We're trying to clean
We'll
it
do
once.
this
now.
way, 1 minus 1 minus 6, 4 minus
Used
8.
to be, so it-
You mean the new one? The old one was good.
So what do we do? We just bring down 1
That
times
was so bad.
That was
3
unreal.
and
We did mess
2
that library up.
we did in like one, like one
multiply,
football.
right?
It's the carpet. I don't know why they wanted
Or-
carpet. It was so
That's
dumb.
not right.
No, it is.
especially in a boy.
Yeah,
Check that out.
Like every one
No,
you
it's
do,
still
it
in there.
doesn't.
You took the couches out. couldn't you?
I mean,
I'm so mad
she
at
said you could like
So
do it
that was
again
just the best place to listen
and
to
just take
this
away
podcast.
another exponent, but
At 3. Did it cross at 3?
yeah, right there, positive 3.
Yeah, except Aiden Langley has it.
That's not a factor of 8.
I know, that's why I was
It's so
confused.
bad, dude.
Sure,
So much college in Australia, but
that is confusing.
they knew who he was, but then I was like, yeah, I could. It was
Did I
like,
enter that right?
like over 300. Pushing 4.
Works. If that's a 0, then it really should go to 0. Let's try it.
Let's not do that.
But it didn't go.
My AirPods didn't.
Unless I did this wrong.
Might be your AirPods. Look at this.
That looks right.
Yeah.
So if I plug in 3, 3 to the 4th is 81 minus 27 minus 6 times 9
Oh yeah.
plus 12 minus 8.
I look like a history.
Is
I
that
look like a 30-year-old history teacher. Look at this. I'm a 30-year-old.
I don't think so. Yeah, it makes 4. So the graph must be,
Why did you say that?
No, look at that. What do I look like?
it must not be exactly 3.
Also be in that.
Yeah, because look at it, it's 2.9124. So this does not have rational roots.
Okay,
They must be irrational numbers.
yeah, because we were talking about the remainder theory and everything. But
Yeah, so this one doesn't have rational roots. So I'm not sure what method she wants you to use there. This was just finds the possible rational roots.
275. 255.
I guess maybe you could try to group. Yes.
From Jake's.
That's a good question.
I need to work on myself. I need to work on myself.
I was like, and I stopped right here and like.
I hate that.
I hate trying to
That's what's
ungroup.
The funniest part is when Jason made noises.
So there's this is plus minus, and that's minus
I hate being
plus.
tall 'cause I got long legs. and it's
I had to go short because I had to lift off.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That sucks.
These methods won't work.
yeah,
Look at that man.
I'll ask her in class. I'm
Look at that history.
gonna
teacher.
assume I'm not the only one with the question on it.
Yeah, I don't know what she wants you to do there. I'd have to use calculus for that one.
Okay, yeah.
So, what the textbooks? Is this from the textbook?
No, just from an online worksheet.
Does they have instructions?
Uh,
It might say to write something if you can't do it with a certain method.
So give me a photo, give me a senior photo. I got all senior photos. Give me photos, fashion. False fashion. Give me photos.
It's half.
says find the real zeros of a function, write it in factored form, and then
I was gonna try to.
you can use your calculator to find the zeros to reduce to the quadratic, and then using synthetic substitution.
All right, so that one, your calculator is using calculus.
I look like a 30-year-old history.
That's how it's solving for it. So I guess they might want you to just trace it and get as close as you can.
Okay.
I don't know, that's not really gonna be that good.
I'll ask her. But thank you.
Yep. One thing I'll point out though is once you graph it, you can tell that there will be two solutions. And because this doesn't come back up and down, because it's too low, two of your roots are going to be imaginary.
Okay, yeah, we haven't done imaginary roots yet, so that might be,
Okay.
that's, I think, what we're doing today, so
Okay.
maybe I'll figure it out. Thank you.
Yep.
Maybe, but a little more.
The first time I saw it, I was.
So, yeah, that one doesn't work with your methods, but
Yeah, okay.
that method of trying factor, reducing it to the quadratic, then you can use the quadratic formula to get the last two.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't worry about Sakai tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm selling those stuff here.
That video. I watch it when I was at.
I can give you 3:30.
3:30?